Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth. So if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. Let's see what's going on in the energy, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Pentacles. Somebody definitely could be feeling like they could feel, like left out in the cold. Like somebody, possibly, could be, like left out in the cold. It could be cold where somebody is, or, like somebody, could just be giving somebody the cold shoulder out here. So let's just see what's going on. Holy Spirit. Yeah. There could be a lot of people that could be laughing at somebody. So maybe that's why somebody, like feels left out in the cold. Somebody, could feel like alone. Or that, what's how somebody or some people want somebody to feel, like left out, alone. I feel like somebody definitely needs to know, that, yeah, like they're never alone out here. Wow. Somebody's sister could be involved. Mama could be involved. Somebody's friends could be involved, or so-called friends. But we have the Destiny card that came out. So somebody, could be, like going towards, their destiny out here. So I don't know, if people were laughing, like thinking that somebody, wasn't going to like make it, to be able to go towards their destiny, or, some people, were just, sending somebody the evil eye, to, cause some type of distractions, or to, like try to, like stop somebody from going towards their destiny out here. I don't know. Somebody definitely, could have, traded their birthright for something, something that was fake. Something, that, it could be money. Because the front and the back came out in the reverse. So somebody ain't getting no money out here for sure. So somebody, could have forfeited, like their spiritual abundance or their spiritual prosperity out here. Maybe somebody doesn't even know it, Somebody, somebody's money could be being affected like right now, because of it. So somebody, could like be struggling, like to pay their bills. Somebody could be struggling, to, like keep a roof over their head, lights on, water on, food in the refrigerator. But somebody possibly, chose, like to, like trade their birthright, or they chose to, like, do something to, like thwart somebody's destiny out here. But I feel like that there's, like, somebody, that, like, is still going towards their destiny. So I don't know, if like this is a twin flame situation. Somebody could be on a twin flame journey or something like that. Or something about, like two soulmates, supposed to, come together to, like go towards destiny. And, somebody, chose to go the other way while somebody, like kept going. You know what I mean? Somebody definitely is being told, like to keep going out here. Wow, we're going to use these. Haven't used these in a long time. There could be, like some type of drama going on with a whole group of people. Wow. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got what's beef. So something about, some beef. So there could be somebody, that could be being laughed at, because, they could have, like created some type of beef, created some type of trouble. Or, like they're a troublemaker, they're a shit starter. Why is everybody laughing? Mm. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. Yeah. Somebody, could be being used as like spiritual bait out here. So somebody, could have been you, or, like a spiritual trap. Somebody, was baited in. So there could be people, that could be laughing at somebody, that fell for something. They fell for the bait, So yeah, somebody, could have dangled something in somebody's face, to, like get them to thwart their destiny, or get them, to, like trade their birthright or whatever. Wow. Somebody could be a rapper out here. Maybe somebody, a part of somebody's destiny, was, like to, like do something with music. But yeah, somebody definitely, could have tried to, like spin some type of narrative out here, or just be aware, somebody trying to spin a narrative. But I feel like they already have. That could be why people could be laughing at this person. There are people that could be laughing at this person because, they were supposed to be on top by now. But this is somebody, that likes to play, on people's tops. Why is this front in the bag in the reverse? Yeah. We got the Ancestral card. It came out in the reverse. So somebody, could have been abandoned, like by their ancestors, by their spiritual team. But somebody, possibly, they could be, like reaping the karma of not listening, like to their ancestors. Or, somebody, forfeited something, that, was given to them by their ancestors. So, some type of spiritual abundance, spiritual prosperity or something like that. But somebody definitely needs to know that, somebody's ancestors are definitely in the building. Wow. Yeah, somebody's burdened out here with the Ten of Wands. Somebody's carrying a heavy load. But I feel like whoever this is, they had a chance, they made a choice, It's yes or no, it ain't no maybes. Now somebody don't know what to do. Yeah, we got the Ace of Cups. So somebody's cup, definitely, could be about to overflow. There could be somebody, that, like, like they, like forfeit, like their spiritual abundance or spiritual prosperity, and, like somebody else receives it. Wow. Somebody definitely, could be about to, like start something new as well. It definitely is a part of their destiny out here. Yeah. The good karma, bad karma card came out. It came out on the good karma side. So something about, somebody, like putting out to the universe good things. And so, somebody, is about to, like receive some good things back. There could be somebody, that feels like that they, put out good to the universe, so why aren't they getting it back? I feel like because they already, like went against the Most High God in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or they could be currently doing it now. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're under judgment out here. Yep. We got Five of Swords. So, whoever this person is, they definitely, could feel defeated out here. There's also, so somebody, could have been being used as a spiritual trap, Somebody, could have been used, like to, lure somebody in, or lure some people in. And I feel like it was so that somebody's ancestors, could, like deal with somebody or some people. Or somebody, could have tried to lure somebody into, like some type of situation. And like somebody's ancestors is like, I think the freak not. Wow. Somebody definitely could be holding on to, like some type of words, or the words that somebody, could have said, could have told them. So maybe somebody is holding on to some type of teachings, you know. So yeah, I've said it, you know, I think in the message earlier, or it could have been on Patreon. Yeah, you can't unknow what you know. You can't unsee what you have already saw. So, you know, if somebody, you know, has been told, you know, to you know, go this way, you know, or go that way. Yeah, somebody already knew which way to go. They just chose not to go that way. Somebody could be moving out here. Somebody, you know, could be changing residences. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be moving in with their partner. Or, yeah, somebody thinks that they are. I feel like somebody possibly thinks that somebody, you know, is like their partner. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, is like in a relationship with somebody and they're not. Somebody's in the Lulu land. But somebody, you know, could be moving in with like their friend or whatever have you. But we have, yeah, the ancestors. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, the ancestors are definitely, yeah, moving on their behalf out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to fool, you know, like their ancestors out here. Somebody trying to defeat, you know, their ancestors or defeat somebody else's ancestors. Somebody possibly, yeah, could realize, you know, that it's, you know, it's time, you know, that they went within to find themselves. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to figure out what they want, you know, out of life out here. But yeah, I feel like people are laughing at somebody because it's kind of like, yeah, you already had something in front of you, so why didn't you accept it? I don't know, somebody's hard-headed out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, has something to say to somebody. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be, you know, like waiting for the right time, you know, like to tell somebody. But I feel like somebody just needs to be aware because, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got liar. Somebody, you know, could already know that somebody's a liar. This could be an earth sign. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, somebody's truly divine. Somebody, you know, somebody's energy is high. And somebody definitely, yeah, can't get enough of somebody's energy out here. So somebody needs to be aware. Because I feel like whoever this is, yeah, they've already ruined their chance. You know, they've already, you know, yeah. A tie has already been severed. You know, a contract has already been torn up. So somebody just needs to be aware. Why is this finding myself here? We got sexual protection that came out. So somebody, you know, could have sexuality issues. I don't like it. This looks like a night walker, you know, a prostitute. So something about, yeah, a prostitute. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, got a prostitute pregnant. Somebody's hooked. Yeah, somebody can't get enough of somebody's energy, but somebody definitely, yeah, could be hooked on drugs out here. That's why somebody ain't getting no money. Why is something to say out here? Or somebody, you know, could have, yeah, spent a lot of money, you know, on prostitutes. Yeah, somebody's ashamed out here. Somebody, you know, was walking around with some guilt. Somebody's embarrassed. Somebody knows that, yeah, they were in the wrong. This could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But yeah, same shit, different day. So yeah, somebody, yeah, same old two-step out here. And yeah, somebody's doing drugs, for sure. Earth sign. We got setting the record straight. So somebody possibly, yeah, could be setting the record straight. Somebody's ancestors, you know, could be setting the record straight. Yeah, we got love triangle. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, be in some type of love triangle, or somebody, you know, has multiple lovers, you know. I don't know if somebody, got one of the lovers pregnant out here. But I feel like all the stuff, that somebody has been doing, they forfeited, they forfeited their destiny, or they forfeited, like some type of spiritual abundance, or some type of spiritual, like prosperity or something like that. We got the police station. So the police could be involved in a situation. Somebody, could be ashamed, that they got, the police involved in something. But yeah, somebody's a broke ass out here. Yeah, somebody's hooked on drugs. Somebody's hooked on drugs, for sure. Somebody's out here fake flexing, acting like that they're rich, but they don't have no money. Or acting like they have money, but they don't. Somebody definitely, could have left somebody hanging. And somebody definitely, feels like a jackass. Yeah, somebody's being clowned out here in these streets. Somebody's being laughed at. Maybe people were like, y'all could have, y'all were supposed to have some type of destiny together, and you forfeited it for drugs, for, a toxic lifestyle. Somebody knows they did, though. It ain't no secret. Yeah, but whoever this person is, they have to live with this. So, yeah. And whoever this person is, they could definitely, be learning a lesson. Somebody definitely, could receive some shocking news. Somebody's spiritual team, could be waiting for somebody to reach out. Yep. So somebody's spiritual team could, be the ones that's laughing. Like, yeah. So there could be some people, that could have been laughing at somebody, The tables definitely, could be turning on somebody. But somebody's spiritual team definitely, could be waiting, for somebody to reach out. I feel like like somebody's spiritual team is watching people, like play on somebody's top. So for somebody needs to give their spiritual team, the go, the green light, to deal with some people. But somebody needs to be aware, because there definitely could be there is somebody or some people that could be trying to get close to somebody, to get some information. Somebody, could be trying to get close to somebody's mother for some information, or somebody's trying to get close. Somebody's mother could be trying to get close to somebody for some information. Yeah, about something that definitely, could have been unjust or unfair. But so somebody definitely is being told to ask questions. For somebody's spiritual team, is wanting somebody, like to ask questions. But somebody definitely is embarrassed by what they did, and it has something to do, with something unjust, something unfair, and somebody definitely has to live with this. There could be somebody, that could be involved in some type of mischief. They could be trying to get close to somebody for information. So fasten your seatbelts, because it's about to be a bumpy ride. Or somebody definitely, whoever this is that's embarrassed by what they did, they need to fasten their seatbelts, because it's about to be a bumpy ride out here. Somebody definitely could have done, like their research on somebody. Somebody, could be trying to get somebody, like to sign some type of contract or something like that. I feel like somebody don't need to do it. Or whatever, like somebody, could be about to sign, like somebody just needs to look over it before they sign it, because it could be a trap. So somebody definitely, could be trying to lure somebody in, to, like a trap. But there is something that's coming somebody's way that somebody, definitely, is ready to receive out here. There's a bunch of people that definitely, could be about to learn some type of lesson out here. If y'all hear the noise outside, It's the people cutting the grass outside. So going back to, yeah, the group of people from the beginning of the message. There could be a tower moment that's about to take place. A big change that's about to take place. Yeah. And it could have something to do, yeah, with somebody's wealth out here. Whatever, you know, somebody's doing, I feel like if somebody, you know, is about to start something new, I feel like that, yeah, it's a part of their destiny. They're supposed to be doing it. Or somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to figure out, you know, their place in life. But I feel like whoever this person is, they done already, you know, yeah, like they done already solidified their place in life. So somebody just needs to be aware, because probably want a cracker out here. So there is somebody that talks too much. Somebody definitely, yeah, will gossip about all of somebody's secrets out here. So somebody just needs to be aware. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, like go against, you know, like their morals and values for money. Yeah, we got a fair man. So whoever this fair man is, they could, somebody, you know, could have dealings or a relationship with whoever this fair man is. But this man could have blonde, gray, or white hair. So something about an older man could be significant. There could be an older man, yeah, there could be somebody's ancestor out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, is climbing toward success. Somebody's climbing the ladder to success. There could be somebody, you know, that could be helping somebody, you know, to climb the ladder to success. This could be, you know, like a ancestor. But yeah, we got hard work ahead. So somebody definitely, yeah, knows that they, you know, like have hard work ahead of them. But somebody, you know, is, yeah, like willing, you know, like to put in that work, you know, to reap the rewards. Yep, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like they're on the right path regarding some aspect of their life out here. There could be a lot of people that are about to learn a lesson about trying to, you know, like lure somebody in to, you know, like forfeit their destiny. I feel like whoever these people are, they've done it to, you know, other people. But yeah, somebody is being told to be aware of greed, or be aware of, you know, like greedy people. Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been cut out. Or somebody, you know, was trying to cut somebody out. Or, yeah, like somebody wants their cut. But somebody definitely, yeah, is about to be disappointed. Somebody ain't about to get no cut. Yeah, somebody is about to go through some type of family sorrow out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be crying a lot out here. Family sorrow, personal sorrow. Yeah, there are some unsettled times ahead. So somebody possibly, yeah, they didn't plan ahead. But somebody needs to be aware, you know, yeah. Whatever, you know, like somebody's doing, yeah, make sure you like plan ahead. Yeah, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Yep. Somebody, you know, could have some type of deep friendship with someone of the same sex. But something about, yeah, some tea. So some tea, you know, could be piping hot. Some tea, you know, could be about to be spilled. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be sweeping out some type of negativity. Or somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like to sweep out some negativity. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be getting a new home, you know. Or somebody, you know, could have already gotten a new home. You know, somebody, yeah, could have, you know, like a new attitude, you know. Yeah, they could just have, you know, like, yeah, because somebody's living a different lifestyle than they lived in the past. Yeah, somebody has a new attitude, you know. Somebody, yeah. We got a fan out here. So somebody, you know, could be somebody's fan. Yeah. Or, you know, something about, yeah, some type of romance. So somebody, you know, could have some type of romance with somebody out here. I don't know if it's his fair man, or if it's, you know, like somebody that somebody has a friendship with, you know, but that's the same sex. But something about, yeah, a celebration or a party. Yeah, and then we got lightning. So something, yeah, definitely, yeah, could be about to take place. Somebody definitely, yeah, is being told, you know, like to control their anger, or they will be sorry. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody is being told to take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth, or somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like told somebody, you know, somebody, you know, could have told somebody, you know, to, you know, like change their life, or, you know, like do something different, you know, and maybe somebody didn't listen. Uh-huh. Yeah, because on this card it says advice from a friend. So somebody, you know, could have taken some type of advice from a friend, and yeah, somebody's wish will not be granted out here. Mm. People were laughing. Maybe they thought, you know, that their table, you know, was going to be prepared for them in front of somebody, but nah, somebody already, yeah, they already had their chance and they lost it. Mm-hmm. Somebody could have already had a chance, you know, like to carry the torch, you know, so the torch could have been passed to somebody, and somebody decided, you know, to, yeah, pass the torch to somebody else. Oh, it's too hard. I can't go towards my destiny. You know, I can't, you know, respect my ancestors, you know, by carrying on this torch. Yeah, so somebody's table isn't going to be, yeah, prepared for them in the presence of nobody. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Somebody's ears could be ringing. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive some good news. There could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could be about to, you know, have a conniption fit because somebody's about to receive some good news. Mm-mm. We got Neptune. So the planet Neptune, you know, could be making its way, you know, around during this time, especially because of, yeah, there's a new moon that starts tomorrow. But yeah, like somebody, you know, could use, you know, I'm finding myself as a way to escape. Somebody, yeah, is full of delusions, and somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, like filled other people with some type of delusions. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could be stuck in a trance. Somebody definitely, yeah, has some type of addictions out here. Somebody's a poser. Yeah, somebody's naive. Mm-hmm. Somebody thinks that they hear from, yeah, like their ancestors, and they don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the bowl. So a cup, a bowl. So yeah, like somebody, you know, could be going from, yeah, like their cup runneth over to, yeah, like their bowl runneth over. Yeah, you could be a divine feminine, or there's a divine feminine involved. Somebody thinks that they're a divine feminine, but they're not. Mm-hmm. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to celebrate some type of prosperity, or yeah, like some type of, you know, like generosity out here. Yeah. But somebody definitely, you know, could be, you know, like being rewarded, you know, like for their fruitfulness out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all know how the Bible said, you know, like Jesus cursed the fig tree. You know, and people, you know, don't really, you know, well, let me not say all people, but some people don't understand that, you know. So yeah, basically Jesus cursed the fig tree because, you know, it had, you know, a lot of leaves and branches, but it didn't bear any fruit. Mm-hmm. So somebody, yeah, thwarted, you know, they thwarted their destiny. Yeah, they're not bearing any fruit. They're fruitless out here. Yeah, somebody's a snake out here. So somebody, you know, could have told a lie. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to poison, you know, like other people, you know, with information. Mm. Wow. We got dirty money at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, you know, could be involved with dirty money. You know, somebody could be involved with money laundering, you know, stealing, doing something illegal. Mm-mm. But we did, yeah. A lot of people are about to learn a lesson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, divine timing is at play. Wow. Something about a polyamorous situation. Something about, yeah, a big happy family. Somebody, you know, could have told a whole bow-faced lie about somebody, and now they're about to learn a lesson. Or it could be a group of people, you know, that could have told a whole bow-faced lie about somebody, and yeah, they're about to learn a lesson. But somebody's negative behavior definitely, yeah, has escalated. So maybe, so somebody possibly, yeah, could want to apologize out here. But I feel like whoever this is, they could have already, you know, realized, you know, that, yeah, like they thwarted their destiny or something like that. We got an uncle. Somebody's uncle could want to apologize. Somebody's uncle, you know, could be involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or, yeah, somebody's uncle could be somebody's ancestor. And, yeah, going back to, yeah, the message earlier, somebody, yeah, is being made to tell the truth. So, somebody, you know, could receive some communication from an attorney out here. Yeah, this could take place in August. We got an obsessed masculine energy. So whoever this obsessed masculine energy is, yeah, their negative behavior, you know, could have escalated. Whoever this obsessed masculine energy is, they could be having to voluntarily, you know, like remove their own mask out here. This is somebody that possibly, yeah, wanted to, you know, like challenge, you know, like somebody's decisions out here. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they're a drama queen. They're a drama king. There could be a drama queen as well, you know, that could be involved, because we started out with two feminine energies. There could be two feminine energies that are obsessed over a masculine energy, and yeah, there's a masculine energy that's obsessed, you know, about a divine feminine. But whoever, but they're a drama king, so they could have started a lot of drama amongst, you know, like some women, or just be aware, you know. But somebody's anger definitely, yeah, leads them to commit some type of crime. So something about, yeah, money laundering, dirty money, whatever have you. And then we got a karmic. So yeah, there's a karmic involved. So yeah, karmic masculine, obsessed masculine. Whoever this is, yeah, they done push some type of self-destruct button. This is somebody that, you know, yeah, they could be causing drama right now because, yeah, they done push the self-destruct button. Something about 15 years. So somebody, you know, could have known somebody for 15 years or something, you know, could have happened 15 years ago. Yeah. But there definitely, yeah, could be many inconsistent stories, you know, that could be, you know, like going around. So, yeah. Lies. Somebody's phone records could, you know, like get exposed out here. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that could be trying to deny some type of involvement. So somebody's anger could have led them to commit a crime, and they're trying to deny somebody's involvement. We got a grandfather. We got a karmic mother. So, yeah, something about, yeah, some family members of somebody's. Yeah, there are people that definitely, yeah, are trying to block somebody's intuition. So somebody, you know, could be trying to deny their involvement when they were trying to, yeah, block somebody's intuition. They're also trying to deny, you know, their involvement when it comes to, you know, like, yeah, them committing a crime. Yeah, this is a game of control, or so they thought. Somebody was trying to block somebody's intuition, you know. That's a part of, yeah, like them trying to control somebody. But yeah, they were also, you know, attempting, yeah, to try to control others' actions or decisions as well. There could be somebody, you know, or some people that could be, yeah, like trapped in, you know, like the comparison comparison trap. Yep. Whoever these people are, they believe, you know, that good things come fast and easy. And yeah, time has ran out. So yeah, it's over. So somebody trying to attempt to control others' actions or decisions, yeah, it's over. But somebody definitely, yeah, could feel, you know, like left out in the cold. They could feel, you know, like left behind out here. Yep. So be aware. Yeah. Because somebody could try to gaslight their way out. But I feel like like time has run out. This person, they can't, you know, gaslight their way out. So maybe because somebody, like tries to gaslight their way out, yeah, their anger could lead them to, like commit a crime. But yeah, some good news is coming somebody's way. A good opportunity is coming in for somebody. We got a Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, or there's a Scorpio involved. A leopard can't change its spot. So yeah, somebody's going to try to, get somebody to believe that, like they've changed. But they haven't. So somebody just needs to know that the problem wants to find a solution. But I feel like the problem only wants to find a solution because, they're out. It's over. They're feeling left out. There could be a lot of people, they could have turned their back on somebody. Yep. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they have all, the universal elements on their side out here. Yep. Somebody's emotionally exhausted out here. Somebody's emotionally exhausted from trying to, get people, to think that, like a leopard can change their spots. This is somebody that definitely, could try to talk their way out of, like anything. They could be emotionally exhausted, from, like trying to disguise themselves as an ally, but they're really an enemy. Yeah, somebody's highly intuitive out here. There's also somebody that's childish as freak. Wow. For somebody, yeah, somebody, had a chance to do something. And yeah, they, were trying to control somebody, and so yeah, like it's over. Like they can no longer, like think that they even have control over somebody. But somebody definitely, could have, like cold feet. They could be nervous out here because somebody possibly, could be being disowned by their family. And yeah, there could be some homes that could be being raided out here. But I think I picked that energy up either on the message earlier or on Patreon. I don't know. There could be some restraining order papers that could be coming somebody's way. Somebody, could be receiving some some papers, soon, as far as from the courts. But yeah, somebody's involved in coercion out here. Yeah, somebody's an imposter. Somebody's a false person out here. So yeah, somebody's emotionally exhausted with, being a false person. So we got snapped, mental breakdown. So somebody possibly, could snap and have some type of mental breakdown. Something about some shut up money. So somebody, could have been, like paying people shut up money, but yeah, like they can no longer, pay people shut up money because clearly, the front and the bag came out in the reverse. Somebody ain't, somebody's not able, to, like borrow money from people, or they're unable, to like ask people, for help out here. Yeah, somebody's being told, like not to help whoever this is. Yeah, we got Cancer season, so something could take place by Cancer season. Somebody could receive some restraining order papers during Cancer season. But yeah, somebody is being told to continue to unlock the potential within. But yeah, we got a Judas. So yeah, so somebody betrayed somebody. But yeah, it was already written. Like Judas betraying Jesus. It was already written. Yep. But yeah, somebody has control freak tendencies, and that somebody could be voluntarily removing their own mask out here. But it's because like their foundation could be crumbling. Yep. So somebody possibly, you know, is going to want to ask somebody to take their guard down, only to, you know, like cause some type of drama in somebody's life. So be aware. Yeah, somebody's sick in the head. Somebody's mentally unstable out here. Yeah, whoever this control freak is. So somebody just needs to, yeah, establish firm boundaries because, yeah, somebody's trying to find somebody's weakness. And somebody definitely, yeah, is keeping tabs on somebody. You could be seeing the angel number 333. Yeah, somebody's in alignment. Somebody's being told, you know, like to remain in alignment. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is telling, you know, like many inconsistent stories out here. Yeah, somebody told many inconsistent stories. And that's why, you know, they're being disowned by their family. But this could be, yeah, like somebody's false counterpart out here. Yeah, we got June. So yeah, this definitely, yeah, could be taking place now. There's a Gemini involved. You could be a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a Y. There could be people that, you know, could be asking somebody like, why you keep your tabs on somebody? Somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, like be in a relationship just out of convenience out here. So yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they're in trouble. Yeah, this is somebody, you know, that feels like all hope is gone. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have a mental breakdown and snap out here. But whoever this is, yeah, they could be a psychic vampire. There's a psychic vampire that definitely, yeah, is keeping tabs on somebody. But yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, they're getting ready to cry tears of shame. Somebody definitely, yeah, could receive, you know, like some type of apology out here. But yeah, somebody has bad blood with somebody out here, or yeah, the psychic vampire bit somebody, you know, that, yeah, they shouldn't have bit. So maybe whoever this is, yeah, they thought that they could bite, you know, any and everybody that they wanted to, you know, psychically, you know, attack any and everybody that they wanted to, yeah, until they came across this divine feminine, divine masculine. So somebody definitely, yeah, will need to make a decision soon out here. Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been ignoring some type of advice from trusted people. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get fired from their job. But divine intervention is definitely at play. Yeah. And you could be seeing, yeah, the angel number 333. For somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, will need to make a decision, and it definitely could have something to do, yeah, with their spiritual or physical prosperity. Wow. There could be some type of illegal lawsuit, you know, against somebody, you know, that, yeah, like backfires. Yeah, somebody, you know, could have committed a crime, you know, out of passion out here. And so, yeah, somebody or some people are about to, yeah, receive a reality check. Whoever these people are, yeah, they're falling victim to their own negative projections out here. Anything else? We got an uncle, so that there could be an uncle that definitely is involved, or somebody's uncle, you know, could be, yeah, like passed away. But yeah, some homes definitely, yeah, could be being raided, and it could be because, yeah, people lack respect and they lack remorse, you know. This could be, yeah, for the dead, you know what I mean? Yeah, because somebody's uncle, yeah, is full of rage out here. I feel like, yeah, it's because the Ancestral card is out here, so yeah, somebody's, yeah, uncle, they're an ancestor of somebody's, and they're full of rage. Somebody definitely, yeah, illegally used information, or illegally misused some information. Yep. And so we got destiny and fate. So somebody definitely is going toward their destiny. But yeah, fate is definitely getting ready to take place for some people. But yeah, somebody's prayers were definitely heard. So somebody needs to know that their ancestors heard their prayers. So if somebody has been praying to their ancestors, then somebody's prayers have been heard. But yep, there's a bird brain out here. So yeah, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. There's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio involved. They could be trying to check themselves, but in reality, they already, wrecked themselves. Yeah, they don't push the stroke button because they should have understood somebody instead of judging somebody. Something about assault and battery. So somebody, the crime that could be committed out of anger could be assault and battery. Wow. So yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that there is some unexpected income that is coming their way. So as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's gonna turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.